Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shearwater Arena in downtown Dartmouth here for this ECJLL female matchup between the visiting Sackville Wolves and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits. So the Sackville Wolves have had a very impressive season here again this year, coming in here with a record we will have in just a quick minute. But the Dartmouth Bandits, 2 games after getting their first franchise win, came off a close one against the Halifax Hurricanes not too long ago. Look to bounce back right here in their final home game of the regular season. We'll see a lot of grit and grind from this game and hopefully lots of action as we get set here. In goal tonight for the Dartmouth Bandits is number 15, Faith Heaslip. And in Sackville, we can't see a number right yet, but we'll have that in just a quick second. Both teams looking to get into the win column here and come out here with the 2 points. As it'll be number 26, Lauren Delaney, taking the draw for us. For the Sackville Wolves, it will be number 11, Abby Hamilton. As number 70, the official, Braden Coleman-Sad, drops the ball in the middle, and we get set for this final home game here at the Shearwater Arena for this female matchup. And taking the draw where there was actually number 21, Brenna Hovey. The ball is going to be brought right back up by the Halifax Wolves here. It'll be number 5 with it now, Caden Toss. We'll get over to 55, Maddie Dyer. Over to number 19, who fires a shot, just missing the mark there, was Sophia Mullen. Back up to Mullen, the ball goes around the horn as it's moved over to the assistant captain of the Sackville Wolves, Hallie James. We'll go over here, a shot and a save made by Faith Heaslip off the shot from Maddie Dyer. Now Abigail Holm-Larson with it now, as she is pressured there by the Sackville Wolves. Number 19, Sophia Mullen. As Aaliyah Larac looking for none other than number 9, Rhiannon Allison, back off of injury, has been injured most of the season, but the Dartmouth Bandits are very happy to have their secret weapon back. As the ball is moved up to number 17, Jada Anthony. Anthony moves it over to number 8, Kenzie Rossong. Rossong down low there. Number 71 who fires, and a save made there was Kat Wilkes taking the shot. As Wilkie getting the shot right back here. She's pressured by Sadie Beaton. Wilkie escapes danger. Still around the right side. Looking for somebody off the bench who fires a rip. The ball bounces awkwardly towards Faith Heaslip. That was number 88, Elle Dietrich. Coming towards the net, but can't go. But the ball is stripped there and continues to bounce around as the 10th second expires over the Bandits to try and get the ball up the floor. As the ball is moved over now to Issa Hayward. Hayward down low to the assistant captain. The ball is moved across the floor to number 19 there. That'd be Sophia Mullen, who fires a rip off the shoulder of Faith Heaslip and up and out of play. So giving her the ball there was number 21, Brenna Hovey. As Hovey's now with the ball here. Hovey looking to fire red, fires, and a block there from number 18. I believe that's Rory McInnes. Great block there. And Rhiannon Allison playing some very hard defense. As the ball's now with number 19, Sophia Mullen. Mullen moving down to number 88 who fires a shot there was Elle Dietrich. Doesn't go. And here comes Rhiannon Allison. Fresh off the injured reserve and fighting her way up the floor. Number 9 waits up and throws a pass across to number 44, Gracie Moore. Moore moving it across to leading goal scorer, Aaliyah Larac. Larac dancing around, moves it up to Alina Gold coming off the bench. Gold has an ISO up the top. Alina Gold elects to wait for some reinforcements. Dishing it down front to Aaliyah Larac. Stone there by the goaltender, who we still do not have a number for yet. And Alina Gold with it now. Gold being pressured up at the top. And Gold escapes danger. Fires a rip down low. A bouncer doesn't go. And the shot clock expires on the Dartmouth Bandits. We will go Sackville Wolves ball. And so I'll be brought up by the Sackville Wolves here. So in goal for the Sackville Wolves tonight would be number 2, Kayla Martin. As the ball's moved over to number 55 there. There's Maddie Dyer. And a shot there, save made by Faith Heaslip. Great save there. As the ball's moved over, back over to number 55, Maddie Dyer. Dyer moving around the horn there. Number 71 who fires a rip there was Kat Wilkie, blocked by the Dartmouth Bandits defender. The ball's moved over to number 20, McLean Harker. Harker moves it up to number 5, Caden Haas. Haas fires a rip, save made by Faith Heaslip once again. So lots of rubber coming towards the Dartmouth Bandits cage here. As Sophie Blois looking for Rhiannon Allison streaking off the bench. And Allison caught between a rock and a hard place. As here comes number 71 who fires a shot, save made there on Kat Wilkie. As they battle along the boards, it's Brenna Hobie going to come out with it. Hobie around the horn looking to shoot here. Brenna Hobie with an outside rip. And a block there from Rory McInnes and Rhiannon Allison. Great defensive effort there. Ball's going to go over to number 9 who fires a shot. That one there was Maggie McRae. And Brenna Hobie coming back up with the ball here. Hobie fires a rip. Down low, it got through Faith Heaslip, but bounced over the cage. And a shot there, sharp angled shot from number 88, Elle Dietrich, doesn't go. Faith Heaslip standing on her head here early on in the game. Brenna Hobie with it now. Hobie fires a rip, blocked by the Dartmouth Bandits defender. The ball still bouncing around as it's moved down low and ball's chopped towards the center of the floor. As the shot clock drains down to 5 seconds here. A shot from Elle Dietrich, save made by Faith Heaslip. Molly DeBay will bring her up now. DeBay looking for somebody, drops the ball. The ball's still going to bounce around, but is picked up by Lauren Delaney, but can't get it over before the 10-second shot. Sorry, the 10-second expires on the Bandits to get the ball up the floor. Ball will be brought up by the Sackville Wolves. It'll be moved over to number 5, Caden Haas. Haas across the floor, number 19 who fires a rip there was Sophia Mullen. Looking for the corner, doesn't go. As the ball moves right back up to Mullen. Mullen over to Caden Haas. Just missing the handle there. She is pressured by Marilyn McPhee, the affiliate player. And here comes Sophia Mullen. Mullen across the floor there to Hallie James. Over to Mullen. As Marilyn McPhee gives chase here. And it was knocked out of play by the Dartmouth Bandits. So we will go Sackville Wolves ball. Ball's moved up to number 8, Kenzie Rossong. Rossong surveying her options here. She has Dietrich to her right. Dietrich with it now. That was Maddie Dyer, fires a shot. Just missing the mark there. It was number 55. As Rory McInnes fighting for the ball there in the corner, doesn't go. As a swim move there and just shot out of play by the assistant captain, number 10, Violet Coffin. As the ball's moved up towards Gracie Moore. As here come the Bandits. Gracie Moore surveying her options, being pressured there by 2 Wolves defenders. Number 24 giving her some chase. Issa Hayward, but Gracie Moore firing a shot, just missing the mark there. The ball's picked up by Rhiannon Allison. Allison, number 9, dishing it across, looking for somebody, but nobody home down in the corner. This ball bounces around, and Maddie Dyer will bring it up. Here comes Maddie Dyer. Dyer has 3 people to beat here. She's face dodges. Maddie Dyer fires a rip over the top. A very tall individual indeed, getting a shot over the top of the Dartmouth Bandits defenders. And we have a 4-second violation on Faith Heaslip to get the ball out of her crease. The ball will be brought right back up by the Sackville Wolves as it's moved down to Brenna Hobie. Pass there from Jada Anthony. Hobie firing a rip over the top, doesn't go. And the ball's picked up by number 10, Violet Coffin. Coffin moving towards the middle. Coffin fighting her way through, just losing the handle there. Picked up by Elle Dietrich. Dietrich firing a rip. Faith Heaslip stopping that one. As Heaslip looking for Rory McInnes, just missing the handle there. Well, it's going to be chased down by Rhiannon Allison, who picks it up. Allison firing just wide there. Is number 9 for the Dartmouth Bandits. as the Sackville Wolves bring the ball right back up. They'll find itself in the stick of Issa Hayward. Hayward moving it off to number 71 there, Kat Wilkie. Wilkie down to Cadence Haas. Haas up towards the top to number 19. Sophia Mullen, who fires a rip, just missing the mark there. But Sophia Mullen will find the handle once again. Mullen down to Cadence Haas. So it was Kat Wilkie. Back up to number 19, who fires a rip. Sophia Mullen stoned by Faith Heaslip once again. As Lexi Joy with it now. Joy making her way up the floor. Joy face dodges, just losing the handle, but finding it right back. Lexi Joy with it now still. Still knotted up at 0 here with 11:24 left to go in the first period. She moves it down to Gracie Moore, who just loses the handle as well, fighting with her defender. Here comes Rhiannon Allison with it. Allison fires a rip on net, looking for a reset, but no rebound. As the Sackville Wolves will bring the ball right back up. It'll be number 8, Kenzie Rossong with it. Rossong moving it down to Cadence Haas. Haas with it now, looking for number 55 off the bench. That was Maddie Dyer. It's Haas with it now. Haas being pressured there by Marley McPhee. Haas bouncing it towards off the boards and to Maddie Dyer. Great pass there to get that to her teammate. And here comes Marley McPhee, the affiliate player being pressured there by Maddie Dyer. Some tensions boiling here between Maddie Dyer and Marley McPhee. Some slashes for him, but replay on. And we will go Sackville Wolves ball as the Dartmouth Bandits knocked it up and out of play. So it will be Brenna Hovey starting us off here. The Dartmouth Bandits are short-handed right now as Brenna Hovey moving in. And a quick stick there from number 8. Kenzie Rossong on the side of the net doesn't go. Abigail Holm-Larson picks up the ball, but is pressured there. Here comes Brenna Hovey, face dodge, falls down, and a save made by Faith Heaslip. A big hit there by number 16 for the Bandits. It would be Piper Buckley on the assistant captain for the Sackville Wolves. Here comes Lauren Delaney. Delaney face dodges through the defenders and fires a shot on net, but just missing the mark there is number 26. As now the Bandits are playing some rigorous offensive pressure. But we have Hallie James streaking in deep here. Hallie James, a veteran of the Sackville Wolves organization. As Hallie James looking to find the ball, but it's tipped off of Sadie Beaton. Back towards the Sackville Wolves end. 10 seconds to go left on the shot clock here. Hallie James moving it up to, and it's picked off by Aaliyah Larac. Larac only has one person to beat off the bench. Larac fires down low. Save made, Martin. Great save by Kayla Martin there on the Bandits' top scorer. And we have an illegal substitution call coming to the Sackville Wolves. Call made by Bryce, the senior referee. And with 9:13 left to go in the first, we will take our quick media break. But nonetheless, the Bandits will go up on the power play once we return. Welcome back to this ECJLL female matchup between the Dartmouth Bandits and Sackville Wolves. In case you missed it, with 9:13 left to go in the first, the Bandits are going up on the power play on a penalty for an illegal substitution charged to the Sackville Wolves bench. This ball will be moved around the horn here. Let's just move back to Gracie Moore. Sophie Blow with it now up to the top left. Moving it across, playing kick catch with Gracie Moore. Nice, Moore still with it now. Moving it down to Lauren Delaney, up to Sophie Blois. Blois fires her down low. Leg guard saved by Martin. Great save there, Kayla Martin on number 7. Shot from the outside. As the ball's pinned in the corner here. We have 3 Bandits, 2 Sackville Wolves battling for it. And the Dartmouth Bandits will look to come out of it with a drop there. As the ball's still being fought for. And the ball's picked up by Leah Larac. Larac coming towards the front. Passing it across, looking for Lauren Delaney. We have a penalty call coming here to the Sackville Wolves, so the Bandits will go up 6 on 3 here. If the Sackville Wolves touch up here. And it will be a holding call charged to the Sackville Wolves. As we await to see a number here. As it will be, looks to be number 9 going off for the Sackville Wolves. That would be Maggie McRae going off for the holding call. So a golden opportunity here as the Sackville Wolves sit 9-0 on the season. The Bandits still need these wins to get back into the playoff picture. Still out of still about 4 points behind the 5th place. Sorry, by the 4th place Halifax Hurricanes. As the ball heads out of play here, it will go Sackville Wolves ball. That's number 24 bringing it up for us for the Sackville Wolves. The Issa Hayward as the ball's being fought for there by number 8, Mackenzie Rosson. Rosson doing her best efforts here to kill off this penalty, and she is pressured there by Sadie Beaton and Molly DeBay, giving her some rigorous pressure. But we have a penalty shot coming up here for a 3rd penalty. Very new in this rule book here. As we'll explain the call shortly here. But as soon as there's 2 individuals in the penalty box, you cannot take a 3rd penalty during those 2 penalty calls, or else a penalty shot will be awarded to the opposing team, which is what we are seeing here. As the lowest time penalty will come off, or the most recent penalty, in which case the new one will go up and a penalty shot will be awarded. But here comes Leah Larac to face Kayla Martin all alone. Leah Larac fires over the net. Kayla Martin gets the best of this battle. But nonetheless, the Bandits will have a fresh 2-minute penalty up on the board for the Sackville Wolves to kill off. And with 7:25 left to go in the first, it'll be number 12 going off, Tori Jenkins for the Wolves. As we will get set here as Lauren Delaney will take the draw against a number we cannot see right yet. Very tough to see numbers in these jerseys. That's number 8, Kenzie Rosson, taking the draw for the Sackville Wolves. This ball's picked up by Aaliyah Larac. Larac looking to test her chances once again here. Larac dishes it across to Lauren Delaney. Delaney faked the shot there and moved up to Sophie Blois. So lots of room on the floor here to work for the Bandits. This ball's moved down to Aaliyah Larac. Larac with it behind the goal. Moved up to Gracie Moore. Fires a rip down low. Doesn't go. And the ball will be picked up by Maddie Dyer. Dyer powering her way up. And here comes Maddie Dyer. As she only has Sophie Blois to beat. Maddie Dyer powering her way through. Firing a rip. And save made. Faith Heaslip on Maddie Dyer. Great chance there on the penalty kill to try and put the Wolves up by 1. But Sophie Blois will bring it up for it now. Let's bring it up for the Bandits. She looks for Lauren Delaney, who mishandles the pass. Lauren Delaney pressuring Hallie James very hard. And a running through the crease call charged to number 26 for the Bandits. And it'll be Brenna Hobie bringing it up now for the Sackville Wolves. Hovey looking to go straight to the net too. Firing a rip, and a bouncer doesn't go for number 21. As the ball will still bounce around. And a penalty coming up here to the Dartmouth Bandits. As the back official had his arm up there. As Caden Toss moving around the outside. As one of the penalties expires on the Sackville Wolves. An illegal substitution call charged to the Dartmouth Bandits bench. So we will play a little bit of 4-on-4 here. So lots of room to work on the floor, which is maybe some bad news for the Dartmouth Bandits, as the Sackville Wolves have a lot of quick feet on the outside and a lot of outside shooters as well, from the likes of Brenna Hovey and Hallie James. Nonetheless, the Bandits have weapons of their own, the likes of Marley McPhee and Lexi Joy, who can put the ball away, as we've seen. This ball's move over to L. Dietrich. Dietrich across the floor there. A shot save made there, as the ball's picked up by Kat Wilkie. Wilkie working around the outside. 15 seconds left on the Sackville Wolves' remaining penalty. L. Dietrich with it now. Dietrich slides away, fires, and save made. Faith Heaslip. Faith Heaslip looking for a pass, but just elects to fire it down the floor. As the ball make it all the way back down to to Kayla Martin. She fires it up to Kat Wilkie. And the Sackville Wolves will set up on the power play set. This ball's moved over to Caden Toss. Toss changes positions with number 19 there. Sophie Mullen. Mullen with it now. Fires a rip down low. And everything into the stick of number 29 in that there for the Bandits. Faith Heaslip. Sophie Blow will bring the ball up. Ball powering her way through. She is pressured on all fronts by the Sackville Wolves. Sophie Blow still with it. The ball's still rolling around now under the feet, but picked up by number 11, Alexis Arsenault. She's pushed over. Here we go, Sackville Wolves ball. This ball's moved up to number 55 there for the Sackville Wolves. Would be Maddie Dyer. Dyer moves it over to number 17 there. Jada Anthony. Anthony up to Maddie Dyer. Dyer over to number 71, Kat Wilkie. Back up to Dyer, fires a rip. And a block there from Marley McPhee, who strips Maddie Dyer again. And Maddie Dyer elects to fire the ball into the corner as the shot clock expires. And here comes Lexi Joy with it. Joy moving up. Joy being pressured there by Maddie Dyer. And a great pick set by Rhiannon Allison. So Leah Larac with it now. Larac has lots of room down low to work here, as we've seen her score a couple goals from this area as well. Great pick set from Rhiannon Allison. But the ball moved over to Tracy Moore, who fires it and hits the net and goes out of play. So we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball once again. An errant shot that made its way to the net, and then popped out of play off the shoulder of Kayla Martin. Here's Lauren Delaney with it now. Delaney moves it across to Gracie Moore. Moore over to Alexis Arsenault, fires a rip. Save mid Kayla Martin. As the ball will be fought for here. And Maddie Dyer will come up with it. As Rhiannon Allison shadowing her. Dyer passes it off to Kaden Toss. Haas has Bryn Martin across for a skip pass, but elects to move it down low to number 10, Violet Coffin. Coffin up to Bryn Martin. Bryn Martin with lots of room, fires a rip. And just missing the mark there was number 91. As the ball going to be played into Sadie Beaton. Sadie Beaton being pressured there by two. Dartmouth Bandits, she one-hand tosses it towards Alina Gold, but just over the top of her stick. Ball will be picked up by number 12, Tori Jenkins. And moved up to Issa Hayward. And here come the Sackville Wolves. Issa Hayward down looking for Kat Wilkie, who picks up the ball off the corner boards, fires a rip off the bar. Kat Wilkie that close. A very slow shot, just getting by the shoulder of Faith Heaslip. And here goes Sadie Beaton, as she is going to be pressured there by 3 Sackville Wolves. Beaton being pressured there by Hallie James. Ball's dropped there. Picked up by number 17, Jade Anthony. Anthony being pressured on all fronts. Van Allison runs her into the boards. Allison applying some rigorous pressure with the slashing. This ball's moved up to Brenna Hobie. Hobie with some room, fires down low, doesn't go. And the ball is picked up by Madison Brownrigg. Brownrigg moving up the corner. And we have a moving screen charged to the Dartmouth Bandits. So we will go Sackville Wolves ball as Lexi Joy just impeded the Sackville Wolves offensive player there just a little bit too much. Brenna Hobie with it now. Moves it over to number 19, down to Al Dietrich. And couldn't find the handle there. Madison Brownrigg with it again, but picked up by Aaliyah Larac. Larac has a breakaway here. Here comes Aaliyah Larac, fires, save made, Kayla Martin. Great save on number 14 of the Dartmouth Bandits. This ball is picked up by Gracie Moore. She's pressured there by number 9, Maggie McRae. McRae runs through her pick. The ball's moved over towards Alina Gold, who's had it in her stick, didn't realize it though, but here comes Maggie McRae. McRae moving it down low to, looks like Kat Wilkie. So that was number 8. This ball is moved towards the front of the net. Save made there on, can't see numbers very well with these jerseys, as we've said, but we will shortly get a number there for the Sackville Wolves player there, but Marlon McPhee in with it now. McPhee fires down low. Kayla Martin responded in kind. On that shot up front was number 20, McLean Harker. Great effort there from the number 20 in the Sackville Wolves. Here comes number 8, who fires a rip. Was Kenzie Rossong looking for the corner, doesn't go. As we get down to about 10 seconds left in the first period. And here comes number 9. Number 9 firing a pass over to Lauren Delaney. Delaney looking to get a final shot off here. And a save made by Kayla Martin. But the Dartmouth Bandits hold off the onslaught with tons of rubber coming the way of Faith Heaslip. But nonetheless, some very good chances in the likes of number 14, Aaliyah Larac. As we will be back just after this short intermission. Oh, yeah. Oh, me? Yeah. Can you hear it? Like, trying to talk to her, I'll fall asleep. Yeah. This guy's screaming outside there. Swinging. That's 42 hours, you same job, and yeah, who's in the back? He's got an iPhone camera. Tape in the back. Yeah. I like it though. He's sitting there. He's like, yeah. He's getting angry. Probably got that big Zoom name. Yeah. And everybody's got this like attached to the brain. And I'm sure that, you know, that's going to be it. One cent, why this is the end of the home stand, but at least
My dad's going, why was there a metal shot? Yeah. Watch you on tape. It's instead of putting 3 people in the box, they just roll it in the lap and it comes off the board. Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah. I don't know if it does apply to majors. And then here's one which I hate. He has the points of 8-4-4, but for majors, 8-5-5. It's all the same.
try and be the closest you can. If they do like this, it's an extra point. Can't complain. Crash and goal. And welcome back, Lacrosse fans, on this Tuesday night in the ECJLL female division here in downtown Dartmouth at the Shearwater Arena for this matchup between the Sackville Wolves and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits in their final home game of the season here. With about 3 games remaining left in the season, the Bandits still 4 points out of the Halifax Hurricanes, who are still battling in a playoff race with the St. John Rapids. So some desperate points on the line here for the ladies in blue. Let's see if they can come out with it or if the Sackville Wolves can shut them right down. So the game's still knotted up at 0. Ball still being fought for. And it's picked up by number 17, Jada Anthony. Sorry, that was number 21, Brenna Hovey. Hovey bringing it in. Brenna Hovey to number 55, Maddie Dyer, who rings one off the post. And we will go Sackville Wolves ball on that one as well. So Brenna Hovey with it now. Hovey moves it across the floor to Maddie Dyer, who fires one off the bar. It was Maddie Dyer, but here goes Aaliyah Larac looking to find the handle but can't. She's pressured there by two Sackville Wolves players. And Holly James brings it up now. It's Holly James moving it down to Brenna Hovey. Can't find the handle on the pass. She is pressured there by Zoe Fisher. They still battle out in the corner. And 2 players tangled up there. Still being fought for, and the ball's picked up by Cadence Haas. She is pressured there, but here comes Brenna Hovey. Hovey, a bouncer, doesn't go. And the shot clock will expire on the Sackville Wolves. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As Aaliyah Larac with it now. Larac in pressure there, runs into Marlene. Sorry, ran into Lauren Delaney, but here comes number 9. He fires a rip and scores. And just like that, Maggie McRae on the transition puts the Sackville Wolves up, and they draw first blood. So a very unfortunate skirmish there as Aaliyah Larac ran right into Lauren Delaney. And Rihanna Allison giving chase, giving Maggie McRae all she could handle. She fired just over the shoulder of Faith Heaslip. Just like that, it's 1-0 here for the Sackville Wolves early in the second period. As Lauren Delaney will take the draw for us here against number 21, Brenna Hovey. As we get set here. And both of them battling very hard, but Brenna Hovey pieces it out. And the ball is picked up by Maddie Dyer. Dyer has had a couple close chances here this game, raining one just off the crossbar. Not too long ago, and a shot fired there. As we can't get a number right yet, but it looked like number 19 for the Sackville Wolves there was Sophia Mullen firing that. Very close nonetheless. But here comes Lauren Delaney. Delaney has a ton of room on the right side here, but elects to wait for her teammates. Lauren Delaney to Alina Gold off the bench. Here comes Alina Gold. Gold over now. She dishes down towards Rhiannon Allison. Allison with it now. Rhiannon Allison cuts through her defenders. Here comes Rhiannon Allison. Fires down low. Save made. And some great looks here for number 9 of the Dartmouth Bandits. As the ball's moved up to number 24 for the Sackville, Issa Hayward. Hayward surveying her options, moves it over to Bryn Martin. Martin has some wheels around the outside. Martin looking down low, Maddie Dyer. Sorry, that was Elle Dietrich. Stoned in tight by Faith Heaslip. Ball's moved up towards Rory McInnes. But the ball's dropped, but Rory picks it right back up, drops it once again. And a 10-second possession expires on the Dartmouth Bandits, but a quick stick there out front was Kat Wilkie. Great eyes from Bryn Martin to find her on the crease to the left of Faith Heaslip. A shot here and a goal. Sophia Mullen finds the twine, and just like that, it's 2-0 Sackville Wolves. And some very unfortunate bounces here for the Dartmouth Bandits. Nonetheless, some outside rips coming from the likes of number 19, Sophia Mullen, and she finally finds a handle on one, beating Faith Heaslip down low on the right side. And just like that, it's 2-0 with 17 minutes flat left to go in the second period. As Lauren Delaney will fight with number 8, Kenzie Rossong, but the Sackville Wolves bring it up here. It'll be number 17 with it now. Jada Anthony fires a rip and scores. Jada Anthony, sharp angle shot goes. And just like that, the Wolves are howling here tonight. And it's 3-0 Sackville Wolves. And Jada Anthony just getting a pass here. And just like that, she works in on her defender and has a pick set there by number 10 was Violet Coffin. And she finds some room over the top of the shoulder of Faith Heaslip. And this game quickly turns into 3-0 for the opposition. As Lauren Delaney fighting for the ball after that face-off. As the ball sat on by the Sackville Wolves, number 8. There was Kenzie Rossong. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As Aaliyah Larac with it now. Larac moving it over to Sophie Bois, getting some offensive minutes here as Rhiannon Allison gives chase towards the loose ball. She picks it up. She moves around the top, looking for Lauren Delaney out front. Doesn't go. As ball's picked up by the Sackville Wolves. Rhiannon Allison will give chase. She moves back on defense. And here's a shot from number 24. Doesn't go. Issa Hayward just missing the mark there. But she finds the ball once again. So lots of outside shooters here for the Sackville Wolves. As Brenna Hobie now rips it. And save made by the leg guard of Faith Heaslip. Number 29 standing tall in net. Has been perfect until the first part of this period here. And Lexi Joy are now being shadowed there by Elle Dietrich. Lexi Joy up towards the top, waiting for her offensive teammates to get on the floor. Alexis Arsenault with it now. Arsenault down low to Aaliyah Larac on her offhand. Aaliyah Larac towards Alina Gold. Doesn't go, and here comes Elle Dietrich. Dietrich being pressured there by Alexis Arsenault. But Dietrich will take it all the way. Here comes Dietrich. Save made Faith Heaslip. Heaslip looking down the floor towards number 14. But doesn't go, as she will stop up and wait for her teammates coming off the bench. As Aaliyah Larac with it now. Larac has some space around the outside, but still on her offhand on the floor. Aaliyah Larac comes around the net here. Up to Alina Gold, who fires a rip down low. Save made Kayla Martin. Martin, Hail Mary pass up towards number 17 there. Jada Anthony, who just had the most recent goal. Sharp angle beauty for the Sackville Wolves. Put them up 3-0. She looks to get another one here. And off the bar. Oh, just that close to having her second in transition. As the ball's picked up by Bryn Martin now. Martin fires a rip, and just missing the right side there was number 91. But Hallie James with it now. James towards Cadence Haas. Haas firing a rip. Sorry, that was Kat Wilkie on the far side there. The ball's picked up by Hallie James. Fresh 30 here for the Sackville Wolves, and Hallie James firing a rip. Doesn't go. Issa Hayward now down to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie surveying her options. Wilkie across, quick stick over to Hallie James as she is stoned there by Zoe Fisher. Zoe Fisher's playing some rigorous defending here. Great defending from number 10 in blue. As Issa Hayward with it now, moves it down to Hallie James. James firing over, looking in the same spot as Jada Anthony, but doesn't go. As Faith Heaslip had her number. Balls moved over to Issa Hayward, and a moving pick call charged to the Sackville Wolves. There we go, Dartmouth Bandits ball. This ball will be brought up by Molly DeBay. Molly DeBay looking for someone off the bench. Nobody home. As it'll be number 4 for the Sackville Wolves, Nora Haas. We assume sister of Cadence Haas. She brings the ball up the floor. Nora Haas still with it. Moves it over to her sister there, Cadence Haas, the aforementioned. Number 5 for the Sackville Wolves. The ball's moved over to Brenna Hobie. Hobie fires a rip down low, doesn't go. And a shot here from number 88 off the post there was L. Dietrich. That's the affiliate player, Riley McPhee, giving chase here. Riley McPhee, but Rhiannon Allison picks it up. Here comes Rhiannon Allison. Allison shakes off her defender. There, almost broke her ankles going towards the net. As Lauren Delaney with it now. Delaney surveying her options up the top. Pushes it down towards Alexis Arsenault. Arsenault around the outside. Trying to drive her way to the front. Alexis Arsenault fires. It was tipped on the way through. But the shot clock expires on the Dartmouth Bandits. Ball will be moved up here towards number 8, Kenzie Rossong. Rossong surveying her options. Move it down towards L. Dietrich as number 10, Violet Coffin, causing some havoc, but Dietrich fires a rip. And a check to the back looked a little high for the Dartmouth Bandits. A shot there, save made by Faith Heaslip, but no calls from the officials nonetheless. As a pass towards the back of the net there. And a quick stick looking for Violet Coffin, doesn't go. Ball be picked up by number 17, Jada Anthony. Over to Violet Coffin, who fires a rip. Had some space on that left side, but doesn't go. And here comes Maddie, or L. Dietrich, just missing the mark there. That's number 88 and white. Number 17 with it now. Jada Anthony trying sharp angle again, doesn't go. As an extended offensive set here for the Sackville Wolves. And a great pickup there from L. Dietrich, who fires a rip. Save made by Faith Heaslip. Heaslip passing it over, and Zoe Fisher starts up now. Here comes Zoe Fisher down the floor. She looks to go all the way. Here comes Zoe Fisher, fires. And a goal, number 10, Zoe Fisher has her first goal on the year. What a beautiful individual effort there from number 10. A twister goes for the defender. As Zoe Fisher charging her way down the floor. As she fakes, throws one down low, and it just dribbles past Kayla Martin. Just like that, number 10 puts the Bandits on the board. A great solo effort there from Zoe Fisher. As that will surely get some momentum going for the Dartmouth Bandits, having someone on the defensive side, scoring in transition. As we have an illegal procedure charge to the Dartmouth Bandits called by veteran official Braden Coleman-Sad. As the ball is moved up to Maddie Dyer here. Over to Cadence Haas, who fires a rip. And save made by Faith Heaslip. This ball's moved up towards Lauren Delaney. Here comes Lauren Delaney. Delaney has Rhiannon Allison streaking off the bench. She moves it over to Alexis Arsenault. Here comes Arsenault, firing down low, just missing the mark there was number 11. As 10 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Rhiannon Allison with it now. Allison fighting hard to get that loose ball back. Allison towards the front of the net. As she takes a couple whacks. Have a hut off on a change. As Brenda Hobie will bring it up and rolls it towards Kat Wilkie. Kat Wilkie surveying her options. She moves it down to number 19 there, Sophia Mullen. Mullen moving it over to Bryn Martin. Martin around the cage to Kat Wilkie. Up to number 5 there, Cadence Haas. Over to Bryn Martin. Martin surveying her options. She looks to get her on the top. face dodging. Bryn Martin still with it. Fires. Save made Faith Heaslip. Great save there. As Faith Heaslip and a great hit there from Lexi Joy out front. Faith Heaslip looking at her options and has to try and dish it towards Lexi Joy at the side, but doesn't go. The Sackville Wolves bring it right back out front. But save made by number 29 in blue. As here comes number 8, Kenzie Rossong. Rossong still with it, moving it down to L. Dietrich. Dietrich fires a rip. Save made Faith Heaslip. And with 9:40 left to go in the second, we will take our second media timeout. But nonetheless, the Sackville Wolves explode for some offense. But number 10, Zoe Fisher, on the defensive transition attempt, gets the Bandits on the board. As we'll be right back after this. And welcome back, Lacrosse fans, to the Shearwater Arena for this ECJLL female matchup between the Dartmouth Bandits and the visiting Sackville Wolves. So lots of points on the line here for the Dartmouth Bandits, who look to get back in the playoff picture and chase down the St. John Rapids and Halifax Hurricanes for that final playoff spot. As number 14, Alila Rack will charge her way down, moving it over to Gracie Moore. Moore moving it up top towards Sophie Blois. Blois has a step. Here comes Sophie Blois. She is checked on the way through. Kayla Martin with it now. Martin, Hail Mary pass towards number 24, Issa Hayward. Hayward only has one person to beat, but elects to find her teammates. She moves it over to Brenna Hovey. Hovey has had a couple reps towards the outside, but she moves it over to Maddie Dyer. And Maddie Dyer hits her own player out front. Very uncomfortable feeling there for the Sackville Wolves player out front. The ball is moved up towards Sadie Beaton, but Rory McInnes bats the ball over the line there, and will give chase to number 17, Jada Anthony, who already has one. Jada Anthony escapes danger. Here comes Jada Anthony, looking for the quick stick across the floor to Kat Wilkie, doesn't go. And here comes Sophia Mullen, but swings it across to Brenna Hovey. But Marley McPhee has a step here. Here comes Marley McPhee, the affiliate player. It's only one person to beat. And she is stripped there by number 10, Violet Coffin. It's Brenna Hovey with it now. Hovey down the floor. She dishes it down towards Faith Heaslip. And we'll head off on a change. As Rhiannon Allison starts up here. Rhiannon Allison being shadowed there by Nora Haas. Allison moves it over to Sophie Blois. Now over to Gracie Moore. Moore has some room underneath. She looks to beat number 9 there, Maggie McRae. Here comes Gracie Moore firing a shot on goal, doesn't go. And Aaliyah Larac with it now. Larac has to shoot, fires a rip just over the shoulder and over the net of Kayla Martin. And here comes Nora Haas. Haas move it over to her sister Cadence Haas. Cadence Haas towards the front, and that scores! And the two Haas can combine, and just like that, the Sackville Wolves go up 4-1. It's the Haas chemistry. As number 4 finds her sister streaking off the bench, and Cadence Haas does the rest, as she is pressured there briefly by Rory McInnes, but she beats Faith Heaslip coming down the middle and shooting it on the right side down low to make this game 4-1. As we get set for the next face-off here, it'll be Kenzie Rossong and Lauren Delaney, who have been battling all night here in the draw spot. But the ball will be won again by the Sackville Wolves. It'll be picked up by number 71, Kat Wilkie. Wilkie finds Issa Hayward. Hayward face dodge, fires. and just missing the net there was number 24 in white. But here comes Aaliyah Larac. Larac still looking for her first on the night. She just drops the ball. And the ball will be chased down by number 9, Maggie McRae. McRae moves it up towards Isa Hayward. Isa Hayward over to number 91, Bryn Martin. Martin down behind the net there to El Dietrich, looking up for Sophia. Kat Wilkie, and a shot there from Sophia Mullen doesn't go. And the ball will be picked up and pressured there is Abigail Holm-Larson. And Lexi Joy will elect to fire the ball up. As the Sackville Wolves will bring it right back up. It'll be number 14, Finley McPherson. Passing it up here. Moved up to number 55, Maddie Dyer. Violet Coffin causing some ruckus here in the middle. Violet Coffin sending a couple picks there. This ball's moved up to Lexi Joy. As we see in the past, Lexi Joy has some wheels. She has Rhiannon Allison streaking off the bench. Likes to give it off to Alina Gold. Gold fires a rip down low, doesn't go. The ball's picked up by number 6, Holly James. Holly James being pressured there by Allison. And Holly James throws it up the side. It goes out of play. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As it will be Alina Gold starting us off here. Alina Gold over to Rhiannon Allison. Allison over to Alexis Arsenault. A skip pass. And a shot there. Rhiannon Allison picking up the rebound. Doesn't go. But Holly James finds it. Holly James being pressured there on all fronts. Holly James still with it. She still has the ball, being pressured there by number 9. And Holly James somehow, the Wizard, keeps the ball in her stick. Maddie Dyer fires a rip. And just missing it out there was number 55 in white. As Maddie Dyer still with it. But being pressured there by Lauren Delaney. Delaney comes out with it. Delaney being pressured there right back by Maddie Dyer. And the ball goes right back in the crease. And a back in charge to the Dartmouth Bandits. This ball's moved up to Brenna Hovey. Hovey across the floor looking for Kat Wilkie off the bench. Doesn't go. As the Bandits had some odd even numbers out on the floor. This ball's moved over here to number 17, Jada Anthony, who looks across the floor for number 71. But here comes Rory McInnes. McInnes running without the ball. As Kat Wilkie brings it right back in. Kat Wilkie fires off the bar was number 71, but Rory McInnes finding the ball again. She is pressured there as she drops it. Bryn Martin brings it back up. 2-on-1 here for the Sackville Wolves. Firing down low. Save made Faith Heaslip. And the ball will be passed up towards Lauren Delaney. So some back and forth action here. As Lauren Delaney passing, looking for Aaliyah Larac. But just missing the pass there. And here come the Sackville Wolves. As Issa Hayward now with it. Hayward across El Dietrich, firing, save made by number 29 in net there. As the ball picked up by Lexi Joy. Here comes Lexi Joy. Has some wheels up the floor. She waits for her offensive set to come on here. We over to Gracie Moore. Moore being shadowed there by number 12, Tori Jenkins. This ball's moved towards Alina Gold. Gold still with it, fires a sider and bouncer up and out of play. And Holly James giving Alina Gold all she could handle on that shot. But here comes Issa Hayward for the Sackville Wolves. Hayward moving it down to Sophia Mullen. Mullen surveys her options. Mullen cross to Jada Anthony looking for number 20 there in front of the net was McLean Harker. We've seen her name, especially down towards the crease area. So some quick sticks, very dangerous ones towards the left and right of number 29, Faith Heaslip. But the shot clock will expire on the Sackville Wolves. And Marley McPhee will bring it up for us. McPhee trying to find Lauren Delaney off the bench, but it was almost picked. But here comes Lauren Delaney. Almost had to step in. Lauren Delaney up towards Gracie Moore, just missing the pass there. Was number 44 in blue, so we will go Sackville Wolves ball. As Brenna Hovey with it now. Hovey will start us off, moving it over to Maddie Dyer. Dyer over to Kat Wilkie. He moves in. Kat Wilkie fires a rip. Save made by Faith Heaslip as Sophie Blois tries to get the ball back. And a running through the crease call charged to the Sackville Wolves, and we'll go with Dartmouth Bandits ball. This ball's moved up to Aaliyah Larac. Larac face dodging her defender. Here comes Aaliyah Larac looking for Gracie Moore. And they tried to connect on the 2-on-2 play there. But to no avail. But towards Aaliyah Larac out front. Bouncer up and out of play. Hit the Canadian flag above us here. A very sharp bouncer looking to fight that one right into the top corner. Lisa Hayward now finds Al Dietrich off the bench. Al Dietrich up towards the top. Dietrich over to Sophia Mullen. Mullen fires a rip. Doesn't go. And the ball bounced all the way back. And kept in by Bryn Martin. Great effort there from number 91 not to pick up that ball. She fires a rip. And that one will go back over as the shot clock expires as well. And it'll be Aaliyah Larac starting us off in the corner here. Aaliyah Larac around the outside. As Gracie Moore out front, and the bouncer off the helmet of Kayla Martin. But here comes number 17, Jada Anthony. Already has a sharp angled goal on Faith Heaslip. And with 1:30 left to go here, she looks to add another one. As a quick stick out front looking for Kat Wilkie, doesn't go. As the ball's picked up by Maddie Dyer. Dyer with 9 to go left on the shot clock here. Moving up to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie across the top, firing a rip off Faith Heaslip's chest protector. As she looks to find Rhiannon Allison streaking up down the floor here, but doesn't go. Rhiannon Allison giving chase, but being very conscious of that ankle. Has been an issue for her in the past. The ball's moved up here to number 9, who fires a rip there. Was Maggie McRae looking for another one. Maggie McRae still with it. Moved over to Brenna Hovey. Hovey down low. Just missing the mark there was number 21. He falls down. The ball's still bouncing around. Still bouncing. And still lost and somewhere. Where's the ball? Oh, it's in somebody's gear. And just like that, it was in the gear of McLean Harker. And here we go. Dartmouth Bandits ball with 31 seconds left to go. And we have a timeout called for the Dartmouth Bandits. But with 27.5 left to go, the Dartmouth Bandits look to claw back here. It's still down by 3. And welcome back here after the 30-second timeout with 29.5 left to go in the second period. The Bandits still down by 3 with a score of 4-1 for the Sackville Wolves, as they will look to add a quick one here going into the third. Hopefully get some momentum, but a pass misses the mark of Alina Gold and goes towards Kayla Martin, picked up by Nora Haas. Haas being pressured there by all of the Dartmouth Bandits. It'll be tossed errantly. And the Sackville Wolves will kill off the rest of this period as the ball continues to bounce around. And just like that, the Wolves strike first, and they strike quick as they go up 4-1 heading into the third here. But nonetheless, Zoe Fisher getting the Bandits rolling here for the ladies in blue. But we will see if the Dartmouth Bandits can claw right back here if the Sackville Wolves will slash their hopes at playoffs after this intermission. And welcome back, Lacrosse fans, for this ECJLL female matchup on this Tuesday night at the Shearwater Arena between the visiting Sackville Wolves and the hometown Dartmouth Bandits. For the last time this season in the female division for the Bandits, we will start the third period, and the Bandits will look to claw right back here at the Sackville Wolves, still down by 3. Let's see if they can come out of here with a well-needed 2 points to get back in the playoff race. As it'll be Gracie Moore picking the ball up for the Dartmouth Bandits after that draw, but she drops it. But nonetheless, Aaliyah Larac comes to her rescue. Aaliyah Larac with it now. Larac surveying her options, moving around the outside with Alexis Arsenault. She's stripped there by number 9, Maggie McRae. Maggie McRae still fighting in the corner there as the shot clock will drain out. And a hit there. Aaliyah Larac pounding Maggie McRae into the back. And just like that, it'll be a loose ball push charge to the Dartmouth Bandits going Sackville Wolves ball. And it'll be number 8, Kenzie Rossong with it now. Rossong face dodging. Here comes Rossong. Rossong over, fires a bouncer up and out of play. Great face dodge there by number 8 in white. And Lexi Joy will start us off here. As the Sackville Wolves have 3 girls pressing the assistant captain for the Dartmouth Bandits. As Lexi Joy will pass it off to Lauren Delaney. Delaney over to Gracie Moore. Moore still with it now. Moore moving around the outside is powered into the boards there by number 55, Maddie Dyer. And the Sackville Wolves will strip the ball there. And here comes Kenzie Rossong. Rossong moving in. Rossong has her pocket stripped there by Rhiannon Allison. Allison giving her all she can handle. Here goes Rhiannon Allison off to the races. Allison still on that weak ankle, but nonetheless looking very lively here. She fires a rip down low, doesn't go. Great save there by Kayla Martin. As Allison heads off on a change, a great effort there by number 9 in blue. This ball's picked up here by Hallie James, and Hallie James has a step in. Here comes Hallie James, fires a rip, save made, Faith Heaslip, but Issa Hayward out front now. Hayward fires it over the net. So some end-to-end breakaway action here as Molly DeBay with it now. Molly DeBay rolls it up, looking for Aaliyah Larac. And a shot there from Issa Hayward doesn't go as the officials were getting into it with the Dartmouth Bandits bench. As Violet Coffin gives Zoe Fisher all she can handle. Zoe Fisher scored the first goal of the season here. As Marley McPhee giving Issa Hayward all she can handle, but now with number 6 would be Hallie James, I believe. We can't see a number down in the corner yet. It may have been either Hallie James or McLean Harker. And a shot there from Kat Wilkie doesn't go. As Brenna Hovey, and it was number 20, McLean Harker. And a shot there from Brenna Hovey, stopped by Faith Heaslip. Brenna Hovey with it now. Hovey swings it across the floor there to number 19, Sophia Mullen, who fires a rip. And off of Faith Heaslip and out of play. Sophia Mullen moving it down to number 71, Kat Wilkie. Wilkie across to Violet Coffin, who fires a rip on, doesn't go. McLean Harker will pick the ball up. An extended offensive set here for the Sackville Wolves as Brenna Hovey fires an underhand rip, blocked there by number 16, Piper Buckley. As Marley McPhee giving chase. Marley McPhee still with it now. As ball's batted back towards Sadie Beaton, and Beaton has a chance here. Here comes Sadie Beaton. Beaton trying to power her way towards the front of the net, doesn't go. Sadie Beaton flips it towards Aaliyah Larac just over her head. And here come the Sackville Wolves. It'll be number 14 bringing it up here, Finley McPherson. McPherson towards the middle, and a check there on number 17. There was Jada Anthony, but the Dartmouth Bandits pick the ball right back up. Here comes Lauren Delaney. Delaney being pressured there on all fronts by 3 Sackville Wolves rather. The ball's moved up to Elle Dietrich. Dietrich can't find the handle, but Faith Heaslip can. Faith Heaslip looking for a pass, and it's almost picked off there by number 88 in white. But nonetheless, Aaliyah Larac with it now. Lirac surveying her options, has some step. But Lirac fires a bouncer, doesn't go. And the ball roll right back over. And seemed to have hit the goaltender, Kayla Martin. So a fresh 30 here for the Dartmouth Bandits. As Alexis Arsenault with it now, being pressured there by number 12, Tori Jenkins. Back over looking for Alexis Arsenault from number 44, Gracie Moore there. Leah Lirac picks it up. She swings it across to Lauren Delaney to no avail. Lauren Delaney with it now. Delaney being pressured there hard by Maddie Dyer. Lauren Delaney towards the net, doesn't go. Brianna Allison gives chase, but the shot clock expires. Ball's moved up to Maddie Dyer. Dyer brings it in here. Maddie Dyer bringing it in. Dyer fires a red block there by number 76, Lexi Joy. Nonetheless, here comes Brenna Hovey. Hovey looking to shoot. Hovey fires a rip. And Kat Wilkie finds it. She fires a rip on Faith Heaslip, who has been very good here tonight. Facing a lot of rubber. Ball's swung across looking for Brenna Hovey, doesn't go. Madison Brownrigg will give chase. As number 8, Kenzie Rossong dishing it over to Violet Coffin, doesn't go. And Faith Heaslip with it now. She gives it to Lexi Joy. Joy has a pick set there by Molly DeBay. Lexi Joy waiting for her teammates to come on the floor here. She dishes it over to Lauren Delaney. Delaney face dodges there over Maggie McRae. Doesn't go, but Lauren Delaney pressured on all fronts, but here comes Aaliyah Lirac, fires a rip, save made, Kayla Martin. She has been extraordinary here tonight as well. So both goaltenders seeing a lot of rubber. Lots of very good chances, but here comes Issa Hayward all alone on Faith Heaslip. And she face dodges, scores. And Issa Hayward left all alone, unattended. She had all the time in the world to beat Faith Heaslip. No chance for number 29 in goal. As 4 Dartmouth Bandits caught changing here. And Issa Hayward just given way too much time here. She reaches around Faith Heaslip and puts it into the empty net. And just like that, it's 5-1 for the Sackville Wolves. As Lauren Delaney will take the draw against Brenna Hovey. Lauren Delaney wins this draw. She picks it up. Here comes Lauren Delaney. The ball is picked right back by Brenna Hovey, and one back here, but Brenna Hovey with it now. Hovey fires. And a loose ball push there. As that ball looked to have hit the other post. Went straight through Faith Heaslip and off the post. So very close there for number 21 in white. But the Sackville Wolves were charged to loose ball push, and we'll go Dartmouth Bandits ball. As Aaliyah Lirac looking for Abigail Holm-Larson there on the dump. That doesn't go. And the 10-second possession call charged to the Dartmouth Bandits. As it will be dished over to number 19 for the Sophia Mullen, who fires a rip on. Elle Dietrich gets the rebound and scores. Elle Dietrich, just like that. It's 6-1 Sackville Wolves. So nothing Faith Heaslip can do on this one. As tons of rubber coming away of the goaltender in blue. She makes the first stop, but Elle Dietrich picks up the ball through the crowd, fires a rip over the shoulder. An absolute excellent shot towards the top corner. And that goes to make this game 6-1 with 12:44 left in the third period. As Lauren Delaney will get us started off against, I believe it's number 8, Kenzie Rossong. As Lauren Delaney fights through that one and wins the draw. Lauren Delaney powers her way towards the front of the net, being stripped there by Issa Hayward. As Lauren Delaney fighting through Issa Hayward. And Violet Coffin brings it up now. Violet Coffin still with it. She runs around the goal. Violet Coffin towards the front. Issa Hayward now face dodging, fires, save made. Faith Heaslip. No reset on that shot as we play on here. Kenzie Rossong with it now. Rossong over to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie surveying her options. She face dodges Sophie Blois, but Kat Wilkie looking to shoot. Fires around her defender there. Doesn't go. And the shot clock will expire on the Sackville Wolves. as we will start up in the corner here. It'll be number 12, Alina Gold with it now. Gold trying to fight her way towards the front. Comes Alina Gold. Trying to find Gracie Moore, but knocked down by a Sackville Wolf. And a big hit up high there from Alexis Arsenault. She will go off. Hallie James was hit up high. We hope that she's all right, but Alexis Arsenault will head off. We will see how much she goes off for. Let's see what the official call is here, but nonetheless, the Sackville Wolves. And it looks like it'll even out here as we have an illegal cross check and a check from behind. Charged to both sides. It'll be number 11 for the Dartmouth Bandits, Alexis Arsenault, going off for the check from behind. And then a legal cross-check and call for hitting Alexis Arsenault while she was down to number 4, Nora Haas. So some 4-on-4 action here. Lots of room on the floor. As the Sackville Wolves will look to use their outside shooters here. Kat Wilkie with it now. Wilkie has hit the bar here a couple times as she twister passes it behind the net. As Kat Wilkie with it now. Over the top, trying to beat Faith Heaslip. Over the shoulder, doesn't go. Maddie Dyer with it now. Dyer moves in. She fires her hip down low. Save made, Faith Heaslip. As Sadie Beaton with it now behind the net. She's pressured there by L. Dietrich. Ball be still brought up there by Sadie Beaton. Sadie Beaton getting involved with Kat Wilkie, but Kat Wilkie with it now. Here comes Wilkie, face dodging her defender. She moves it over, and a shot there, save made on Brenna Hobie. Lexi Joy with it now. Here comes Lexi Joy. She's going to be pressured there by Maddie Dyer. Great legs there. She has Rhiannon Allison streaking off the bench. Allison looked to make a break towards the cage. Couldn't find her in time. There's Alila Rack with it now. Lots of room to work on Maddie Dyer. Alila Rack down towards Rhiannon Allison. Couldn't find that pass. Just missing the mark there. As ball's picked up by Maddie Dyer. Dyer up towards number 24, Issa Hayward. Hayward fights off Madison Brownrake. Rhiannon Allison will pick up the ball in the corner. Rhiannon Allison pressured there by Issa Hayward. As Issa Hayward comes out with the ball here. Issa Hayward moves it up to number 9, Maggie McRae, but Issa Hayward pressure there by Rhiannon Allison. Allison finds the ball, and here comes Rhiannon Allison. She moves it over to Alila Rack, but that one's picked off by Bryn Martin. An extended set here as both we will go 5-on-5 here as both penalties expire. As it looked like Nora Haas didn't get out of the door before Alexis Arsenault didn't even realize her penalty expired. Ball's moved over to Bryn Martin. Martin moved over, and a shot there off the shoulder of Faith Heaslip. Great save there by number 29 in blue. 9:27 left to go left in the third here. Sophia Mullen with it now. Fires a rip. Save made, Faith Heaslip. Faith Heaslip moving it up to Alila Rack, who has 4 on her. Kat Wilkie steals it. Kat Wilkie fires off the leg guard. Great save from Faith Heaslip, recovering on the blue pass. But nonetheless, the Bandits can't get the ball up and out of the zone. As it'll be Sackville Wolf ball here. Caden Toss moving it down to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie across to Brenna Hobie. Hobie fires a rip down low. And another 30 for the Sackville Wolves here. It's Cadence Haas with it now. Haas over to Bryn Martin. Martin being pressured there by Alila Rack. Martin looking across the floor for a skip pass, looking for Brenna Hobie. Hobie can't corral the ball. But we will stop here on a back-over call with 8:31 left to go in the third. We will take our third and final media timeout here. But nonetheless, some very good effort here from the Sackville Wolves. And welcome back here to this ECJLL matchup at the Shearwater Arena in the female division between the Sackville Wolves and Dartmouth Bandits, as the Bandits are still down by 5, 6-1 here for the Sackville Wolves, as they will look to claw back here, find a comeback, see if they can squeak out of here with 2 points. As Leela Rack moves it over to Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney down towards the crease, looking for Alina Gold, doesn't go, but Alexis Arsenault recovers the ball. Arsenault looking for Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney can't corral the pass. Alexis Arsenault with it now. 7 to go left on the shot clock. Alexis Arsenault being pressured there. Some great pressure there from Kenzie Rossong. As shot clock will expire on the Dartmouth Bandits. So here comes number 8, Kenzie Rossong. Rossong moving it down to Elle Dietrich. Dietrich around the top here. She will play quarterback on this set. Dietrich over to Maddie Dyer. Dyer looking behind the net. And a pass out front looking for Elle Dietrich. And it's still loose. Ball picked up in the corner there by the Sackville Wolves. And it'll be Kenzie Rossong coming out with it. Rossong skip pass across to Brenna Hovey. Hovey pressured there by Marilyn XP. She dishes down towards the Bandits. And there, Zoe Fisher's dumped by Violet Coffin. 2 10s going at it. As here comes Brenna Hovey firing her up over the net. Doesn't go. But the ball will be picked up by Abigail Holm-Larson. But she is checked there by Elle Dietrich. As the ball will be picked up by Brenna Hovey. She is pressured into the boards. And Elle Dietrich going after Marilyn McPhee, the affiliate player. Nonetheless, here comes Aaliyah Rack. Rack face dodging. Here comes Aaliyah Rack around her defender. Aaliyah Rack fires down low, and Kayla Martin has had her number all night. And here comes Rhiannon Allison. Fresh 30 on the clock here for the Bandits. A shot from Gracie Moore. Doesn't go. But Issa Hayward again behind the play. But here comes Rhiannon Allison giving her some pressure. Rhiannon Allison, great effort to get back, forcing a shovel shot. And a penalty coming up to the Sackville Wolves. It looks like a crease slash, as checking in the crease call as she hit number 9, Rhiannon Allison, in the crease. So Issa Hayward will head off for 2 minutes, and a golden opportunity here for the Dartmouth Bandits to get back in this game and see some offense. With number 14, Aaliyah Rack, still kept in the dark here tonight. Very unusual night for number 14 in blue, who usually finds the back of the twine. But we'll have an opportunity to do so here, playing down low on this offensive set. Ball's moved over to Gracie Moore. Moore moving it back up to Sophie Blois, who plays quarterback on this power play set. Played a gold with it now, up to Sophie Blois. Now to Gracie Moore on the right shooter spot. Over to Alina Gold, who fires the rip down low. And where was that one? That one looked like it may have squeaked in, but nonetheless, we play on here. The Sackville Wolves will be pressured here down in the corner. And 2 players getting tangled up. And we have a penalty coming up here to Lauren Delaney. So some tempers getting the better of the Bandits here. Number 26 will go off 2 minutes for a rough. And some very interesting sounds played from the arena speakers here. But nonetheless, the Bandits will have their power play expunged, as Maddie Dyer will start us off here. Dyer moving it over to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie over to Violet Coffin. Coffin back behind the net looking for Maddie Dyer, doesn't go. As Kat Wilkie will pick the ball right back up. Moving it over to Maddie Dyer with 10 to go on the shot clock. Maddie Dyer fires an underhand rip, goes wide. And a back over call charge to the Sackville Wolves, and we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. With 5:13 left to go in the third period, the Bandits still down 6-1. As Gracie Moore will start us off here, so lots of room on the floor to work for the Bandits. Gracie Moore still with it now. Moore has a pick set for her, and the ball will be swung over towards Alexis Arsenault. Doesn't go. And it'll be number 14, Finley McPherson, picking it up for the Sackville Wolves. And she moves it up to Jada Anthony. Anthony has 2 bandits on her already. Molly DeBay, Sophie Blois playing defense on her. As Jada Anthony still with it. Anthony still had a sharp angle goal in the second period. Looking to add another one here. The ball's moved down to Elle Dietrich behind the net. Dietrich fires a shot and save made Faith Heaslip as Sophie Blois will pick up the ball for the Dartmouth Bandits. Here comes Sophie Blois. Blois powers her way through here. And the Bandits captain trying to get her way through there, but is stripped. And here comes Cadence Haas. Haas has Allison streaking in on her, but she finds the ball right back. A very fortunate bounce for number 5 in white. It seems to be a ball magnet. As the ball is moved over to Brenna Hovey. Hovey swings it across to Kat Wilkie. Wilkie fires an underhand rip. Doesn't go. A high-low shot. And Holly James with it now. James fires it off the head of Rhiannon Allison. Couldn't find that one. Nonetheless, the shot clock expires on the Sackville Wolves. And we will go Dartmouth Bandits ball. 3:46 left to go here in the third period, and about 4 seconds left in the Bandits power play. As Alexis Arsenault will start us off to the right of Kayla Martin and to our left up here in the booth. Aaliyah Larac with it now. She moves it over to Gracie Moore, who can't see the handle there, and the ball's picked up, and here come the Sackville Wolves. And a shot here, a save made there. Maggie McCrae was streaking in, but Faith Heaslip had her number once again. As Gracie Moore will start us off here as we go 5-on-5. Gracie Moore bringing it up. Here comes Gracie Moore moving it across to Aaliyah Larac. Aaliyah Larac over to Alina Gold. Gold fires a rip down low, looking a bouncer. Short side doesn't go, but Finley McPherson will bring it up for us for the Sackville Wolves, as she is pressured there by the Dartmouth Bandits. And number 26, Lauren Delaney, comes up with it. Delaney fresh out of the box here. Giving it up to Alina Gold. Gold looking for Rhiannon Allison up front. Doesn't go. And Allison will pick up the ball. Allison looking to streak out front of the net. Fires a rip off the side of the net. Doesn't go. She looked to sneak one in past number 2 in net there for the... And here comes Maddie Dyer. Dyer in. She fires a rip. And off the post was Maddie Dyer. Just that close to finding another one. That's a big hit here. Molly DeBay dumped in the corner as she heads off in some discomfort. And the Bandits do not get the ball over the floor in the 10-second span given to them. And we will go Sackville Wolves ball. Ball's moved up to Elle Dietrich. Dietrich moves her over to number 19, who fires a rip. Save made there on number 19, Sophia Mullen. But Sadie Beaton gives chase here to the loose ball. Here comes Sadie Beaton as she looks to power away towards the front, but Sophia Mullen runs her into the boards there. Sophia Mullen playing some rigorous defense on her. She dishes it over to Aaliyah Larac. As Sophia Mullen and Sadie Beaton getting involved with each other. Aaliyah Larac fighting her way towards the front. 5 to go on the shot clock. She moves it up to Gracie Moore. Moore fires a bouncer, doesn't go. And lots of tensions between these two teams who meet for the third and final time here tonight. As the ball moved up to Hallie James. James over to Brenna Hovey. So they do have one last game they will play at the Sackville Arena. The ball's moved over to Hallie James, over to Cadence Haas. Haas looking on her defender there, Lexi George. Moves it over to Hallie James and fires a rip. Blocked there by Madison Brownring, but Brenna Hovey with her chance. Fire and a save made by Faith Heaslip. As the Sackville Wolves playing some rigorous offensive pressure here. As they get the ball right back. It'll be Kat Wilkie with it now. Wilkie, with less than a minute to go here in the third, the Bandits will look to take whatever they can from this game. See if they can squeak into the playoffs, as they have 3 games remaining into the season 2 games after this. And it will be Lexi Joy bringing it up for us now. 40 seconds left to go in the 3rd period. Ball's moved up to Gracie Moore as they look to add another one here late. Gracie Moore still with it, moving it down to Lauren Delaney. Lauren Delaney fires a rip over the net, doesn't go. And here come the Sackville Wolves as it'll be picked up by Alina Gold. Great offensive pressure here. Ball shifted over to Gracie Moore. 15 seconds left to go here. As Gracie Moore with it. She moves it up to Alina Gold. Gold looking to add one here. Here comes Alina Gold firing and scoring. Alina Gold fires her way towards the front and snipes one over the shoulder of Kayla Martin to add a 2nd goal to the tally here tonight. But nonetheless, little too late for the Dartmouth Bandits, as they will take some momentum going into the next game. See if they can come out of there with 2 points. As we get set for the final face-off here. But the Sackville Wolves roll into Dartmouth once again, and they 3-0 the Dartmouth Bandits in the season series so far, remaining undefeated at 9-0, while the Bandits fall to 1-9 on the season. But nonetheless, they showed some very good grit and grind, but the Sackville Wolves started early in the 2nd and got out to a 3-0 lead before Zoe Fisher found the back of the net. But it was all Wolves from there until Alina Gold found the back of the cage late in the 3rd period. But from the Shearwater Arena, we thank you for joining us here tonight and all season in this female division. We hope that you have a great night.